All right. So in this class, we need to know how to add numbers in the context of health concepts. So some types of problems we may look at in this class could be something such as the upper left, where it says how many medicine cups are on floor two. Okay, where would this fall in a nursing career? Well, if you want to become a manager, or someone who runs a floor at a hospital, you have to do something that is called inventory. Okay, you make not only do you work with you know patients, but you also have to run the floor and make sure you have all the items that are needed to be a good nurse. So you can have a problem like how many medicine cups are on floor two. It's as simple as just adding them all up. You'd say there's 80 medicine cups. Um, Another example, upper right, you might want to know the intake and output comparisons between some milliliters of some sort of liquid that they may need to take. So if the intake total is 1,970 milliliters and the output total is 1,205 milliliters, has the patient had a greater intake or output? Okay. Well, if you go to the bottom left, you can see that intake and output comparisons require addition skills. Not 1,970 milliliters is greater than the output of 1,205. Therefore, the intake is greater than the output. So what do we need to know now? Or what do we now know? We now know that the person coming into this treatment had more, more milliliters of whatever we're looking at than they did when they left. Adding up a patient's output during the day is another example. Okay. As you can see from here, this might be a chart that you see as you go into a hospital room, and you might see that this patient had diarrhea twice. The first time it was about 100 milliliters, the second time about 200, for a total amount of 300 milliliters. They may have a urine bag, and in this urine bag, they might have used it 4 separate times, and those were the amounts of urine that was discharged for a total of 720 milliliters, so on and so forth. So the basic addition that we see in this class with whole numbers and integers is important for being able to read charts and understanding where your patient is when you get them.